All right, guys, welcome back after that short advert break. Let us now focus on loans. Okay, let's look at our first question. I'm saying here the table provides a summary of the conditions of Katleo's home loan. Now there we have the table, okay, and we will see here that the home loan amount is 1,750,000 rand. Okay, the length of the loan is 20 years. Also important here is the current interest rate is 11.5% per annum, and then the monthly repayment is 15,745 rand. Okay, so there's the structure in our table. So the first question here, question 1A. Calculate the total amount that Katleo will pay back to the bank for the loan. Okay, so we can see here the monthly repayment is 15,745 rand, and the length of this loan is 20 years. So therefore, I will say 15,745 rand multiplied by 20 years. But remember, it's a monthly payment, so I need to multiply by 12 as well. So 15,745 rand multiplied by 20 multiplied by 12. That will give us an amount of 3,778,800 rand. Okay, so this is what he'll pay back over a period of 20 years. 3,778,800 rand. Okay, so let's look at our next question. It says calculate the total amount of interest that interest Katleo will pay back to the bank for this home loan. All right, remember now this is what he is borrowing. But we just calculated that Katleo will need to pay back 3,778,800 rand. Okay, so what will I do now? I'll take the total amount to be paid back, the 3,778,800 rand, minus the loan, okay, the original amount of 1,750,000 rand, to see what he'll pay back as interest. Right, this is what we are calculating now. So 3,778,800 minus 1,750,000. Let's see what will that give us. So that will give us a difference of 2,028,000 rand, and so 2,028,800 rand. And look at this, right? Home loan amount 1,750,000. So look at how much he's actually paying back in interest. So this 2,028,800 rand is the amount of interest. Are we all clear? Okay. Let's look at our last question here. So I'm saying compare the total amount that Katleo will pay back, right, to the bank to the original loan value. So the total amount that he'll pay back to the original loan value. Guys, it's clear that he'll pay more than double, right? I'll quickly go back just to point that out to you again. This is what he needs to pay back, 3,778,800. This is what he needed for the house. Can you see? So he's paying a lot of, more than double back because of the interest that is being charged here. Okay, so I hope that is clear to you. This is the amount that he needs to pay back. So we compared it to by saying it's more than double the loan amount. Okay, all right. Let's look at our next question. Question 2 says, study the extract of a factor table to calculate the monthly repayments on a bond of 895,000 taken over 20 years at an interest rate of 14.75% per annum. Okay, let's see what our table looks like. But before we do that, it says we may use the following formula, and that is monthly repayments equals the loan amount divided by 1,000 multiplied by the factor. So there we have the factor table. Now let's quickly see what it's all about. Here we have the term of the loan in years. We have our factor table, and then this we have our interest rate, right, as we can see here. Okay, so we are saying the amount is 895,000 rand. The term of the loan is 20 years, so we'll be looking at this here, right? And then the interest rate is 14.75%. So I'll be looking at this here. All right, so now I need to find that factor, okay? And it works like a graph where the two meet, where they intersect. So I'll go here, 20 years. And where does it meet with the 14.75%? Right here. So this 12.92 is our loan factor. Okay, I'll do that again. I look at the term of the loan, right, 20 years. I also look at the interest rate of 14.75%, and I see where will the two meet, where do they intersect, and we see it's right here. So the loan factor now is 12.92. Okay, now let's create some space to answer this question. Same question, right? Just did that, and there's our loan, our factor table as well. So now we're going to take this formula, substitute into the formula, simplify, and write our answer. Okay, so it says here you may use the following formula, monthly repayments. So I'll just write it here as repayments. Okay, let it write in full. This is our monthly repayments equals to the loan amount. All right, now let's see what is the loan amount again. The loan amount is 895,000 rand, right? Divided by 1,000. Thereafter, we must multiply that by the factor. Remember we said 20 years, 14.75% interest rate. Where will they intersect? Right here. So that's our loan factor. So therefore, we'll multiply it by 12.92. Okay, I hope that is clear to all of you. So therefore, I'll say 895,000, type it in, divided by 1,000. Okay, some of you will know you can cancel that 3 zeros as well. So this will give us 895, right? After I've divided it by 1,000. This I will now multiply by my factor of 12.92. So multiply by 12.92. This will give us a monthly repayment of 12,726 rand and 20 cents. I'll repeat, 12,726 rand and 20 cents. Okay, guys, I guess that's clear to all of you. Guys, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope to see you next time. Remember to stay safe and work every day. Until next time, goodbye.